Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the exceptionally swole, the ingenious to the facts of life, the totally awesome Dr. Yukon Suckit. Yes, thank you so much. Yukon Suckit, everyone. Word to your mama. So I'm coming to you from my secret underground headquarters that you can now see slightly, that now that the Rhine River has dried up to such an extreme degree. There, I'm waving. Can you see me right now? Waving back. Hey, everyone. Anyways, and I'm bringing to you a deck that once again came off of the Platinum Mythic list over at Magic GG. It doesn't have a name. I currently am calling it Seize the Storm. It is, God, what would we even call it? It is an Izzet deck doing Izzet-y things, right? It's making use of instants and sorceries that go to the graveyard, right? So you're playing a lot of spells and you're just taking those kinds. It's a storm deck, I guess. Yeah, that sounds right. Even though there's not a storm, like an immediate storm ability, but it is a storm deck. So let's call this one an Izzet Storm. So let's take a look at the cards. Let's try to figure out how this thing works, and then we'll see how well it works. At the low end, we've got Consider, which is just a cheap blue way of drawing a card, but also getting the opportunity to kind of pick if the top deck of your card is the card you want. This one gives you a chance to do that and or throw something into the graveyard. Right here, we got Delver of Secrets. And in Delver of Secrets, you put them out as a 1/1. Then in your next turn, you can take a look at your next card. If it is an instant or sorcery, and you decide to reveal it, then he transforms into what looks kind of like a steampunk Iron Man there, but he's a 3/2 with flying, which is great because that means turn 2 you can have the 3/2 flyer. I mean, it's okay. The big advantage is you got him early, super early, right? We got Slip Out the Back, which is probably going to be for your Delver of Secrets. I mean, what else do we have creature-wise? We got Manaform Hellkite and whatever this dude is, right? But anyway, so it phases out a creature, puts a +1/+1 counter on it, keeps it alive, makes it so that nothing can affect it while it's phased out. We got Play with Fire, which does 2 points of damage to any target. If you deal it to a player, you get to scry 1 as well. Curate, you pay 2, look at the top 2 cards of your library. You put any number of those into your graveyard and the rest back on top of your library. You draw a card. So it does give you the ability to put things into your graveyard. It does give you the ability to determine which card you're going to draw and or to see the future, which helps you out a lot, right? So right now we're doing a lot of card draw, kind of throwing things into a graveyard. We got Thundering Rebuke, which is not in the original deck. It was something else instead that affected creature. I took it out and put in this one because when I first played this deck a little bit, I was suffering under the inability to get rid of semi-tough creatures. So this one will help me get rid of those. It's 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. It's a lot of planeswalkers and a lot of creatures you can kill with 4 damage. We got Expressive Iteration, which let's take a look at the top 3 cards of your library. You pick one to put into your hand. You pick one to go back at the bottom of your library and another one into exile that you can play immediately. Whatever you cannot play on this turn gets exiled, period. It's out of the game, right? So it's actually a pretty decent way of kind of pulling through your top your library to get what you need straight off. You are being forced to at least get rid of something into exile that you may not want to. But usually if you can make it a land, you can play that. We got Prismari Command, the Swiss Army knife of cards. So we have 3 mana, and you get to choose 2 of the following, where you do 2 damage to any target. Target player draws 2 cards and discards 2 cards. That's usually what you do is those 2. And the last 2, which are create a treasure token or destroy target artifact. Got 4 of those in there. We got 4 Manaform Hellkites. So this guy is for 4 is a flying 4/4. Unfortunately, he does not have haste, but whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you create an XX red dragon illusion creature with flying and haste, where X is the total amount of mana spent to cast the spell that created that creature. At the beginning of your end step, that thing is gone. You exiled it. So essentially, what's going to be nice is that you put him out, and then if you can play something for 2, you immediately have a 2/2 flying dragon who can attack that turn. We got Seize the Storm. So let me go back. So what this guy is telling me is that this is the kind of creature you want out. We're going to be playing all of these cheap guys, like a bunch of them, possibly getting a bunch of really cheap, hasty dragons out of the deal. And then we're going to go in and attack if we can help it. We'll probably use Slip Out the Back to keep him alive because he is the mother of dragons. So let's call her at this point. Yeah, you can tell because look at that big old dragony butt. All right, so we got Seize the Storm. So this is like the big reason I pulled this deck is I played against the Seize the Storm deck the other day, and I had never seen the card and was just amazed at this one. So this thing is you pay 5 and you create a red elemental creature with trample, and its power and toughness is equal to the number of instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard plus the number of cards with flashback you own in exile. So you pay this, and so it's at least going to be a 1/1. Now, the thing is with this deck, you will have tossed a bunch of stuff out there. This guy's going to be like a 7 or an 8 or a 9 most likely when you get him out there. And he's got trample. So unfortunately, he doesn't have haste, but he does. And the good thing about this is if you happen to have the Hellkite out, it means you are getting a 5/5 red dragon with haste out of the deal for a second, right? So then that's going to be super cool. And then you can play it again from your graveyard for 7. You just have to have 7 mana for that. We got Burn Down the House, so it's another 5. And so if you got the Manaform Hellkite out, then you got a 4, and then you have a 5/5. And then if you play with the 3 Red Devils, then that's going to be 3 more. So that's what, 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 points of damage coming across the turn after you put Manaform Hellkite into play, if you can keep them alive for a turn. And then, like, 2 of those things, the more, like 9 of it is flying, and the other 3 really can't be blocked. I mean, if they get blocked and killed, they're still doing 3 points of damage. Otherwise, you can use this to clear the board as long as everything is 5 or less. That's what the deal is, right? So that is all of the cards. With that, you got some bunch of really boring land. Looks like we got 22. The average card price for this is 2.5, which is a cheap deck, right? Nothing in the sideboard. So, yep, it's all about getting out these 2 dudes and going to town, getting to them as quickly as possible with your card draw, a little bit of red control mixed in. That's it. So let's take this one down and party. All right, we are playing against Jákob Stavitel. All right, we got 2 mana. And let's keep it. Let's see if we can play this one out. Got a lot of cheap stuff here. I'm going to drill down into the center of that pumpkin. I'm going for it. Thank you, Bert. All right, blue will start us off, get us into the Delver of Secrets. Reveal. All right, and we are going to keep it going. We'll just slip it right in. Wait till our opponent's turn to cast an Expel, which would be Consider unless we need to slip out the back. We will slip out the back. All right, let's go for the attack first. And I'm going to go looking for land on my turn. No land. That is a sorcery. Well, you can kind of see that guy's insides, can't you? Four points. Another Delver of Secrets. And a 4/4 3 coming in for the attack. Got him down to 9. We have the ability to do 4 points of damage to him with our hand alone. Decline. It's fine. We're just going to put this out. Still can't do anything that way. We'll go ahead and go for the attack. I'm willing to give up that Delver of Secret for exchange. And 2 points to damage and a treasure token. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start off with a nice shot and a treasure token. I'll attack. He's got a block at this point. Let's go consider our future. Don't need another land at this moment. Oh, look, we got it. It's another land. I just don't want to jinx things right now. You know what I'm thinking. He bounced. I'll attack. He's got a block. Both my dudes are blowing smoke rings. That's not cool. Of course, they're just as effective at that time on my opponent's turn as they are as anything else. Ooh, 2 dudes. Whatever. Let's go ahead and red up. And attack for 1. He's got a block with the Linda, who's it? Giada. There we go. Alright, so the question is that can you put out something that blocks flying creatures? Can you destroy a creature that has a power of 4 or more? You have some sort of creature removal or exile. Well, that sucked. There we go. I guess it was tapped already, wasn't it? Victory! Alright, I'm playing against Red Dragon. Two mana. What do we got in this deck anyway? Let's see. These is 2 colors. Mulligan. There's nothing to do with it. 2 mana. Mulligan. Mulligan. Keep. Slip out the back. Seize the Storm. Manaform. Done. Alright, I think we might be playing with 22 land. Which will explain our constant 2-mana-ness at the beginning there. Alright, who are we going to take here? Alright, there's a bunch of white angels again. Can you believe it? Let's start off by throwing out a 2. Let's throw out another 2. We'll grab... Oh, these are things we don't want to grab then, huh? I'll keep both of those. Blue land. Yeah, might as well get out another one. Done. All attack. See you later. You are my favorite. Devils. All attack. Go for it, boys. You're gonna scar the burn. You're gonna doom the scar right now. You're thinking about it seriously. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, 2 damage, 2 cards. We'll get rid of this, and we'll get rid of that. Get ourselves an iteration. Take it, blow it, and we'll put this one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, am I going to have to like double kill it or something? Looks like it. Let's play this a slow way. All right, Red Dragon. You're not being very Red Dragon-y, are you? All right, so he's up to 10. Oh. Okay, so I got 4 plus 3 is 7. Oh, that was glorious. Unplanned for. All attack. Okay, if you blow the battlefield, those 3 points are going right to your face. There it is. Oh, he's gaining 2 life out of the deal. 1, 2, 3. He's back up to 7. Well, that's just ridiculous. Let's see. If I just burn it down, we're going to go with the dragons. Let's burn it down. All right, I'm seizing the storm. And he is a mighty brute. Blowing smoke rings. All right, so if you attack with your guy, you're going to get 4, which is what, 13. Plus you'll get another 1 probably out of the deal somehow. You probably think, I can get life gain. That's enough. I can take the damage. Yeah, maybe you can. All right, you're back up to 17. I'm able to do 12 at the moment. 13, 14, 15, 16. I need an instant or sorcery out of my top deck right there. Let it go. There we go. Oh, stupid angel. Reveal it. Any artifacts up there? Nope. One and 2. Dead. All attack. That would be 17. Good game. Woohoo! Victory! All right, we're going against SneakyKaizer. We got 3 mana, finally. Burn down the house. One of my favorite cards. You're gonna suck it, Dean of Stupid. They're here again, okay. They really want that creature. Sure, let's do it. Oh, let's see. What can we do? Let's Expressive Iteration. And I would like to have this guy, and then it doesn't really matter to me. Something's got to be thrown away. Let's put this back. Throw that one away. We are going to put out a blue and get out of Delver of Secrets. Pay 3 life. Yeah, we'll reveal that. Alright, I'll put out another red. Let's just go ahead and put out our 4/4. Go in for the attack. That's disappointing. All right, let's red up. Let's go ahead and 2 and draw. Take the action. And what are we getting rid of here? Consider and Delver of Secrets. All in for the attack. Enjoy your forest, SneakyKaizer. So that thing's a 5 at the moment. Let's just go ahead and kill it off. All attack. Ooh, somehow we're down to 10. That's right, we had to pay to get rid of the witch. Which we'll do again, unfortunately. Okay. Sorry, but I do like the cards I have better. All attack. Those guys are the anti-devils right there. All right, down to 5, 3. I got 6. I don't think he's doing it. I'm going to put this out as a blue. We're going to play this as devils. All in. Take him down by 3. All right, I think we got him on the next turn. Just don't gain any life, suckerfish. I don't remember which ones I targeted. All right, we'll grab this dude. We'll throw this away. We'll keep this. We'll put him out. All right, now he needs a creature to be able to kill my Hellkite, though. Does he have it? Yes, he does. And he's willing to sack for it. There we go. Huh, okay. You're going to be able to get rid of that guy now. Need one more mana for the 7. We got to tighten out, huh? There, I got what I asked for. Go ahead, attack or you have to sacrifice a creature to attack or block. Not enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're in the middle of it. Oh, trample! Suck it, sucker fish! Suck it! Victory! Alright, play against ilovelaisa. Or is it ilovelaisa? Something like that. Keep. Play a little red to start off with so we can do some shooting. Play with fire. I wish I could shoot that dragon. That'd be so cool. Alright, blew up. And done. You just sniffing your butt? There's a guy I should kill. Looks a lot like this. Dead! Expressive Iteration. Oh, I love you too much, unfortunately. Put you back. And we'll put you out. Alright, we'll red up. What does this guy do? Pick it out a Hellkite. This guy's only at 2 mana. That's pretty sweet. Let's burn down a house. All attack. And 1 to the face. I'm gonna get over here now. 3. And we win. I love Liza. I love Liza. Yeah, so this is a fighting deck. This one, I feel like I'm throwing punches the whole time I got it. So I gotta say, I think this one's a winner. I think it's a good deck. So it's from the Platinum Mythic list, and I can see why. It's a ladder climber. Let's see, in the times I played it, I got a 75% win rate off of it. And I think the more you play it, and possibly the more you tune it to your own personal style, the better off you're going to be. I did have to make a change to this from the Platinum Mythic list. I subbed out Thundering Rebuke. Originally, they had Sudden Breakthrough. My problem was I just couldn't keep any creatures on the table, and Sudden Breakthrough was something you had to cast on a creature you had. So I'm like, no, I need more control and less actual creature, because the things I got going on otherwise are more than enough to keep us going. And with you probably might have to do the same thing. Something doesn't work in here for you. I don't know what that would be, because these things are all card things. It probably Slip Out the Back is probably the least used card in my mind of all the cards that are left in here. But whatever. So let's talk about what is awesome. You know what's awesome in this deck? What's great about it is that Seize the Storm, which I didn't even know was a card. I thought it might have been something from Alchemy or something when I played it, I don't know, like a week ago or something. And so when I saw a deck on the Platinum Mythic list that had Seize the Storm in it, I thought, oh, I've got to play it. I wrote it down on a sticky note and everything. Play Seize the Storm. Well, there we go. I mean, this is it right there. This guy is one of your paths to victory because he is so powerful. I mean, he's a trampler, and he's equal to the number of sorceries and instants, and you are throwing those things down the gutter. Secondly, Manaform Hellkite works perfectly with this deck as well, especially with like Burn Down the House. You can put out a 5/5 dragon with haste at that point, as well as then, you know, a whole truckload of little 1/1s, also with haste. So you got like 4 and 5 and 3 more. What is that then? That's 12 points of damage. If those guys get blocked, then you're still doing the damage to various things, whatever you feel like. So ultimately, this deck, like I said, is a fighter, and it is squirrely on how it gets around stuff. If anything that might be better for this deck, it may need a little bit more evasion. Like, instead of using something that just phases it out, but gives something like, I don't know, unblockable until the end of the turn or something like that. I don't know. So, you can look into it. So let's give this thing the rating. The question is this deck competitive? Yes. Yes, it is competitive. Is this deck fun? Yes, it is fun. And lastly, was it interesting? And it's not super interesting. It's not like you got a lot going on. But I did enjoy having this card because I have never really seen it before. I have only played against it once. I was smoked by it heartily. But it's nice to actually play with it. And the rest of these cards are fairly standard. You don't really see Manaform Hellkite too much, because you don't normally see decks like this that are just looking to essentially just toss things into the graveyard as hard as this one's trying to do it. So let's rate this one up. I'm going to give it a solid A. It might even deserve an A+, but I want to reserve the A+ for something special. But this deck is really good. There was a Red Dex Win deck I put together a couple days ago. That thing was an A+, right? That thing was just terror incarnate. This deck is not so much, because you're spending a lot of time searching your cards and just pulling things into your graveyard. That's prep work, right? That's the mark of an artist, but it's not the mark of a winner per se. This deck does very well. It's just not the solid A+ deck that I'm giving to A+s. So this deck, yeah, I'm going to give it a solid A, and I'm going to say, man, if you like Izzet, you're going to like this deck. So once again, if you so choose to play this deck, I hope you have as much fun as I did. But that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.